Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Mika, and here on my channel I do fragrance reviews. Today what I have for you are vanilla-centric fragrances, where vanilla is dominant throughout the entire lineup. I love sweet, powdery, spicy, green, as well as woody vanillas. I do not discriminate. There hasn't been a vanilla that I don't like too much. Right now is the best time to wear your vanillas. It's still cool in the air, where you get to enjoy your vanilla fragrances. Here are my top 15 vanilla-centric fragrances in my collection. There's no particular order with this lineup, so stay tuned. The first vanilla fragrance that I have for you is Herod by Parfums De Marley. This here is a blend of tobacco, cinnamon, and vanilla with a slight smokiness. It is just perfection, especially in this time of weather. I like that it offers a well-blended creamy vanilla in the dry down, and it to me is unisex. Although it is in a male bottle, women can wear this fragrance. This is definitely a unisex fragrance. I think it's one of the best that Parfums De Marley has to offer in their house. So again, this is Herod by Parfums De Marley. This next one here I mentioned in my signature scent video, and I'll link it below. But this one here is Gentle Fluidity Gold by Mason Francis Kirkjohn. This here is just a casual, sweet vanilla without being overly sweet. To me, I've said this before, it just reminds me of vanilla ice cream. And also, you can smell the pine in the background from the juniper berries. This is a casual vanilla that you can wear at any time. You can dress it up or you can dress it down and wear it casually. I think this is a gorgeous offering, and to me it is definitely unisex, and I love it for its casualness. I prefer to wear this when I am dressed casual, and I also enjoy wearing this to work. Once again, this is Gentle Fluidity Gold by Mason Francis Kirkjohn. So this next one I purchased real early in my fragrance journey. This is when I started getting into niche. And this here is Boy Vene by Serge Lutens. And to me, this is just a beautiful, powdery, yet unique vanilla. And I think it's the beeswax. The beeswax, it makes it so mature. This is a vanilla for the mature. This is not childlike. It is definitely something that you have to have an acquired taste for. It has a slight smokiness, and it's the beeswax. The beeswax makes this so unique. I never smelled that in any other fragrance. That's why I love this so much. It performs better in cooler weather, and I get moderate longevity and performance, and then it becomes an intimate projection after the 3-hour mark. And then after the 3-hour mark, it just becomes a gorgeous vanilla scent bubble just for you. It becomes like a vanilla skin scent. So this here is Boy Vene by Serge Lutens. This next one I have only a decant of, and I believe I will be buying a full bottle. But this here is Althaïr by Parfums De Marley. This is a woody vanilla with spices. It has cinnamon, praline, and cardamom that gives it the warm vanilla with an edge. I love this because of the buttery liquid caramel without it being overly sweet. I think this is also great for women. Although it's packaged in the male bottle, this a woman can wear and pull this off without being too masculine. I think that it's also the love of the musk in the dry down, and it also has moderate projection and performance. This is also my scent of the day. I sprayed it early around, I would say 8 o'clock this morning, and it is still going strong. It's going to last me until probably around 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon before it just becomes a skin scent. And I just definitely think that this is definitely going to be full bottle worthy for me. And this is Althaïr by Parfums De Marley. This next fragrance is something that I have come to love. You can tell by the dent. And this is Vaniglia by Mazzolari. And this is a caramel vanilla goodness. It is a bakery in a bottle. It reminds me of a vanilla cupcake with the white vanilla frosting on top. And it's not groundbreaking, but it's just a simple vanilla. It is just a simple, true vanilla with a hint of florals, like a whisper of florals. And I pull this out whenever I want to just feel edible. It reminds me of just a beautiful bakery. Just walking through the aisles of a bakery. Do not spray this on your clothing. It does have some oils in it and it will ruin your clothes. I learned that the hard way. It has a light to medium projection. And I do think that you get nose blind to it because, well, throughout the day when I can't smell it anymore, I still get people asking me, what do you have on? But it's just a beautiful true vanilla. Now, none of these vanillas are basic. I wanted to pull vanillas that I thought had some complexity to it, and out of all of them, this is the one that I think is simple, but it's not basic. So again, this is Vaniglia by Mazzolari. This next fragrance, I would say, is beautiful for a bride. I love wearing this in the springtime, and this here is Dama Bianca by Xerjoff, and this is a powdery, soft vanilla. It's gentle and soul calming. It's such an ethereal scent. It has the most enchanting powderiness and malty vanilla with a hint of citrus from the kumquat and the lime. And the kumquat is what drew me in. I thought it just was so intriguing. And I don't have too many fragrances other than Passesoir with kumquat in it. And I wanted to try it because of that note of kumquat. It graces your skin, and those who enter your scent bubble will just enjoy your goodness. It is ultimately a pretty girl fragrance, and that's why when I think of this, I think of a bride. Think of a bride during a spring, summer wedding. Once again, this is Dama Bianca by Xerjoff. This next fragrance is what I wear for going out and date nights. It is just so elegant to me. And this is Bois Doré by Van Cleef and Arpels. It is your tonka bean almond vanilla. I love this for the smoothness. It's great again for date nights and special occasions. It's very cocooning, and it's just the epitome of cozy and elegance. It's just the epitome of coziness, but quietly elegant at the same time. The mineral accord is so bewitching to me, and this can be worn by men and women in my opinion, and it is just so beautiful. I love sniffing myself when I'm wearing this, especially when it has dried down. It's just so beautiful. Again, this is Bois Doré by Van Cleef and Arpels. This next fragrance caught me by surprise. When I purchased it, I was expecting this powerhouse from Xerjoff, and this is Shunkoin by Xerjoff. This is your tranquil and serene vanilla. You get wisp of touches of orris and a touch of fluffy vanilla. It is tranquility in a bottle. It lasts long on my skin, but it's definitely unisex, and it is just so gorgeous, and it just reminds me of the color of the bottle, just so tranquil and peaceful. I think that you would enjoy this if you're into the clean girl aesthetic and just like feeling you know, ethereal, this is a must try. Get your nose on this. I cannot speak enough about this. So again, this is Shunkoin by Xerjoff. This next fragrance has been reformulated. I don't know what the reformulated version smells like. Here is Dior Addict, the first edition by Dior. And this is your sensual vanilla with slight florals. It's powerful and aromatic. I don't have to wear too many sprays of this. I fell in love with the florals, and it's just a stunning, mature creation that I wear for special occasions. This is not going to be for those who are really younger and wanting something more youthful. This is really for the mature. To me, this is just an OG. It's iconic, and it's iconic for a reason. It's a treasured piece in my collection. Oh, I hate that they reformulate it. But to me, it's like putting your nose inside of a vanilla pod. And I think that you will get the best wearing this on a autumn or winter night. Again, this is Dior Addict by Dior. This next fragrance is my guilty pleasure, and you would not know that this is a celebrity fragrance just from the way that it wears and it performs. And this is none other than Fancy by Jessica Simpson. This is going to be your sweet and fruity vanilla. It is a great value for the price. I think I got this at Burlington Coat Factory for less than $20. And it is just my all-time favorite vanilla. It has apricot, pear, berries, caramel, and some beautiful white florals that's not too heady, and it's truly delightful. It makes me feel happy when I'm wearing it, and it makes me feel comforting. I love wearing this to bed, and it's just, and the love is just in the juiciness of the fruits, and the sweetness is not edible, but it's sweet, and it's sweet without being too edible. I think the sweetness is just right, and it's the goodness from the caramel and the vanilla. Guys, please don't sleep on this. If you have not laid your hands on Fancy by Jessica Simpson, what are you waiting on? This is definitely well worth the money, and you will get the value that you normally get from a niche $300 bottle of fragrance. And this here is just less than $20. Fancy by Jessica Simpson. I am very impressed by this next house, and I have 3 fragrances from this house, and each one of them was love at first sniff. They did not disappoint. And this here is Mercurial Cashmere by Electimuss, and this is your floral, woody, musk, vanilla, and it's just an easy reach. It's a beautiful cashmere with tuberose, and it was the tuberose that caught me. I love tuberose. I love all fashions of the tuberose, and here this tuberose just caught my eye. I love it for the brightness and the light florals and the vanilla, as well as the musk. It's the musk for me. The dry down is soft and sophisticated, and it lasts long on my skin. I get 8+ hours when I'm wearing this, and it's not too flowery. So if you're afraid of tuberose, give this a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Don't let the white floral scare you. All right, this is Mercurial Cashmere by Electimuss. This next fragrance I love wearing. It is one of those that you get so many compliments. You smell yourself, like you can leave a room and come back and still smell that you were there in that room. And this here is Metalique by Tom Ford. It's a floral modern vanilla with the most gorgeous aldehydes. This is not your 1999 aldehydes. This is a more modern aldehyde, and it has the most beautiful musk mallow with sandalwood. It's intoxicating, and like I said, I get so many compliments when I'm wearing this. I think the magic is in the dry down. So many people, when they first spray, that metal note hits them up front, and it could be a big turn off. So you have to let this dry down before you start enjoying it. And then once the iciness and the metal notes die down, you will get the most magical and beautiful vanilla. Tom Ford has a DNA in his vanillas, and I love it. I love the DNA of Tom Ford's vanilla. So again, this here is Metalique by Tom Ford. This next fragrance, you've heard me rave about it. I have Baby Cat. It is reminiscent of Baby Cat, and I actually think that I prefer this over Baby Cat because of the brightness. And this here is Vanigloria by Laboratorio Olfattivo. And this is your spicy, smoky vanilla. It was created by Dominique Ropion, who is also the nose behind Baby Cat. And it's just a deep, rich, smoky, resinous, dry vanilla. I think this is gorgeous. It is far better than Baby Cat. And if Baby Cat is hard for you to get, this you can get for the fraction of the cost, and it is here in the United States. It reminds me of that well-worn leather jacket that has your fragrances, multiple fragrances embedded in this jacket, and each time you wear it, you just smell the beautiful leatherness as well as the fragrances and florals from your perfume. I think this is a 10 out of 10. The longevity and projection are excellent. I get 8+ hours with this, and it just develops. As you wear it, it develops, but it's that gorgeous, creamy, well-rounded vanilla that I love, and the brightness that you get from it as well. The resiness in here is so unique. Once again, this here is Vanigloria by Laboratorio Olfattivo. This next fragrance is a love for me, and this here is Angelique Noir by Guerlain, and I have the older bottle, and this here is a green vanilla that is so intoxicating. It has that Guerlain DNA. You get whimsicals of the greenness from the Angelica, and it's just so well blended. This here is top quality. It's one of my favorite vanillas, and I do have to warn you that you will not like this at first spray. You have to wait for this to dry down. If not, you will just get a nose full of the greenness. That Angelica can be a turn off at first spray, and so you have to wait for the dry down. I've come to love Angelica because of this fragrance, and this here is just so divine. Again, this is Angelique Noir by Guerlain. This next one I had a hard time choosing from, and the choices were Vanille Fatale by Tom Ford or Tobacco Vanille, and I chose Tobacco Vanille. This here is a vanilla with heady flowers. It has fruit compote, tobacco, as well as the booze. It's rich, it's complex. I love it. It's warm, it's resinous. Once it dries down, you get the rum note and all the other goodness. It's so intoxicating and so addictive. Tom Ford has a signature vanilla, and you smell it in Tobacco Vanille. I love wearing this in the winter time as well as the fall when it's cool in the air, and it just wafts. You get wafts of this whenever you move. It has the most beautiful sillage, and this tobacco just brings out the sweetness. And to me, I think that as you wear this over time, it just gets sweeter and sweeter. It transitions with the sweetness. This is just gorgeous. And again, this is Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. All right, guys, that wraps up my lineup for the top 15 vanilla-centric fragrances. I hope that you enjoyed my list. I wanted to bring you vanillas that were not basic and were intriguing and mysterious and just had so many offerings to give you. If these offerings are fragrances that you liked and you liked my lineup, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for dropping by. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.